Good morning. Welcome to Saanich Emerging Land, Emerging People. My name is Maria Koropecki, and I'm going to take you on an adventure. We're going to be visiting my favorite spots in Saanich, British Columbia, Canada. Join me as we touch on the mystical and spiritual side of nature, see examples of geological marvels and modern architecture, and possibly even wildlife, and we'll see how local residents and geography have shaped Vancouver Island today. The District of Saanich is proud to have adopted their name from the Saanich First Nation, and Saanich means emerging land or emerging people. Saanich is located on the west coast of North America, on the outskirts of mainland British Columbia, Canada, on Vancouver Island, near the city of Victoria. And Saanich boasts a beautiful landscape of valleys, vineyards, tall trees, lakes, rivers, and Pacific Ocean beaches. Emerge is one of my favorite words. Emerge, to come into existence. Develop. Emerge, to come forth into view or notice, as from concealment or obscurity. Emerge, to come up or arise, as a question. Emerge, to rise as from an inferior or unfortunate state or condition. And emergence in biology relates to a phenomenon that occurs in nature when a group of living organisms spontaneously move together in perfect choreography as if guided by an invisible hand. Vancouver Island emerged from the depths of the earth around 150 million years ago when epic earthquakes shook the ground and tectonic plates shifted, creating volcanic activity that pushed sedimentary rock upwards from the sea floor. Remember the rumbling? Fast forward to around 12,000 years BC. During this chapter, the glaciers carved out the Saanich Sea, a marginal sea off the west coast of Canada that feeds into the Pacific Ocean. Today we're starting at McMorran Beach. Behind me is Mount Douglas, and we'll be traveling to the top of that mountain later on. And if you keep traveling east, that's the United States. And there's Mount Baker. And if you keep going north, then you'll end up in Vancouver on the mainland in North America. Ocean. And the water is pretty cool, but not freezing. So it is swimmable year-round. And this is the sand, nice and fine. Oh, I could feel it on my hand. It is cool. It's a neat piece of seaweed. Seaweed is so good for our planet. It absorbs the toxins from the ocean, so they clean up our ocean. That's their job, but they don't take on that toxicity. It's really cool. They're filters. So whenever you see seaweed, it's a good sign. I like collecting rocks and seashells. These are a good assortment of the kind that you'll find around here. This one with the spots is a Dalmatian stone. It's got some pyrite in there, some fool's gold. You also find the orangey ones. And you'll also find, here's another Dalmatian. That one's all about puppy love, joy, cheer. Then you've got the green ones. Lots of really nice green ones I collected. This one's really smooth. See, you can see how smooth it is. That means it's been tumbling in the ocean for a long time. It's got some neat patterning in it. Oh, look at this one. Really nice. I'll leave it here for posterity, but you can see it. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, tempted to take it home with me. See, lots of people take their dogs here. Dogs love this beach. They're not out yet, but they will come. The water comes in and out every day. Rain or shine. You may be wondering why I'm wearing a backpack as I explore my own backyard. Well, my story goes, in 2019, my family gave me a ticket to travel to Spain to walk the Camino de Santiago. The Camino is a sacred and ancient pilgrimage route that crisscrosses Europe. And I figured that if I'm going to be walking 20 plus kilometers a day with a backpack, I'm going to need to get in shape. And so I went all over the place, all over. I trained in around the airport. I went to Elk Lake and Beaver Lake. I went to the Souk potholes. I went all over the place, and I was having such a good time exploring the island, exploring my own home that I never even knew existed. After 5 months or so of training, I hopped on a plane and went to Spain. And within 2 weeks, I successfully hiked 263 kilometers from Ponferrada to Santiago de Compostela. And I'm so grateful that I was able to squeeze that trip in before the pandemic hit 6 months later. And it was just me, myself, and my backpack, traveling, walking, and talking my way across Spain, across the countryside, rain or shine. And it was a real test to my physical strength. I didn't know I had it in me, and it was a game changer for me. It was a way for me to show myself that I can do it, that I can manage, that I can figure it out on my own, that I didn't have to depend on anyone. I could make my way. It was huge for me. I was waiting for a moment like that all my life, and it inspired me. When I came back home, I felt compelled to write my story. I started writing, and I thought, I'm going to write about my Camino. But as it turned out, I was actually writing about my preparation for the Camino. That's what Saanich Emerging Land, Emerging People is all about. This series is about some of the places I explored as I trained for my Camino that I also feature in my forthcoming novel, Closer to Indigo. I'll read passages from my novel, such as this poem, Glimpse of What's Possible. God is the present moment, and the present moment is God. The potent present moment is where all the power and energy is. The vast present moment is the realm of possibilities, the spark of creation. The ethereal present moment is the womb of God. God is the music playing within us and around us. Having peace is living, being, and dancing in the present moment. We are all unfolding, blossoming like flowers, exploding like stars, forever expanding. Let God's creative spirit come through. God is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The present moment is the question and the answer. The present moment is where infinity and eternity meet, beyond space and time, just like God. They say that the Camino provides and the Camino continues. So the Camino starts before you set foot in Spain, and it continues long after, because it's a spiritual journey as well as a physical journey. And I'm wearing this backpack as a way to remind myself that I'm still on my journey, and I'm revisiting places that bring me joy. There's so much here. We will go to sea level, to the beach. We'll go to the highest top here, Mount Doug, and there's also some surprises in between.